On CBC Morning Live, we're doing our very best to introduce you to as many Olympic athletes as we can before they get to Paris to compete for Team Canada, and that is Apollo Hess, getting his boarding pass for Paris, and he'll be on the swim team for Team Canada, competing in the 100-meter breaststroke. Look who's with me this morning from Vancouver, where he is competing. Good morning, Apollo Hess.
Good morning.
Hey, congratulations, Olympian. How does that sound?
Thank you. Still sounds crazy to me, but just sounds crazy.
Well, wear it well, because you've got a few weeks to get ready, but you're going to have to get used to it because you're going to be taking part for Team Canada. I want to talk about your journey,
sure.
Apollo. It's such an incredible story. How did you get into competitive swimming, first of all?
Well, long story short, I participated in lots of different sports when I was younger. I played hockey, soccer, football, volleyball. I did cross country too. I was in swim club since I was about 6, but never fully got into it until I was about 13. I suffered a couple bad concussions from football and hockey, and that kind of led me to switching over to like a non-contact sport. And so I fully switched over when I was about 13.
And can I ask you about something, because I was reading and following up some of the other interviews you've done, and you talked about APTN, about those teams that you mentioned, and something you said caught my attention, that you'd had some trouble with the teams, making teams and being cut from teams. Were there challenges along the way as far as some of the team sports, Apollo?
Yeah, from my experience, I just I felt like in some of those sports that politics was really like affecting me and my ability to make teams. I think that's what I liked so much about swimming, is that it didn't matter who you are or what your name was or who your parents are. All that matters is that you get your hand on the wall as fast as you can. So I felt like when I was younger, I didn't have the same background as most kids. And I grew up with a single mother. And I just felt like politics kind of were affecting my journey too much, and so I had to make that change for myself.
Let's talk about that background, because that's part of the reason I wanted to meet you today. People need to know that you're the very first member of the Blood Tribe, Kainai Nation, to go to an Olympic Games. And I think, I was checking, you're the first Indigenous Olympic swimmer for Canada ever. Is that right too? I think that's right. But certainly,
I believe that's right.
I think that's right. So the very first, that's the background that you have. And I'm wondering how you feel about that.
For lack of better words, it's crazy to me. So, it just fills me with this great sense of pride. Just being able to represent my people and people like me, who maybe didn't get every opportunity that most kids get growing up. For me, it's just showing that people like me, that I can do it, and they can do it too.
I'm looking at some pictures, and we're all looking at some pictures here of a very special ceremony. People in the Blood Tribe, you received a ceremonial headdress, and we're just going to keep looking at these pictures for just a moment. This was not too long ago. Tell me about that evening and the honor it was for you and your mom and your family to receive that headdress and be honored by the tribe in this way.
That was probably one of the best days of my life. It's a pretty small ceremony, mostly just filled with my family and some friends, but I couldn't be prouder of that and where I come from and the people I represent. So, for me, that was just something that brings me a lot of pride.
Well, you bring a lot of pride to them, because I was struck by what somebody said at that ceremony, and they said this of you, Apollo: you're a role model to a lot of our children. You're blazing a trail that is going to open the doors for other people in the future. Is that what you'd like to be? Someone who opens the doors for other Indigenous children to maybe get to the Olympics one day?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's still just crazy to me, but I'd like to show people that they can do it as well. Just following your dreams and doing what you love. I also think that I was given a lot of opportunities that some other kids that grew up on reservations may not have received. So, yeah, I kind of want to be the example of what we were able to do as a people, given the opportunities and given the facilities and all that stuff that I had growing up. So. Yeah.
Well, there have been many Indigenous athletes. Well, there haven't been many Indigenous athletes. There have been Indigenous athletes who made a tremendous contribution to Team Canada, but not in terms of numbers. So, again, with people like you showing what is possible. I want to talk about those opportunities because I suspect that many of them were created by your mother, Ingrid. And I think we better spend some time talking about how much of a difference she's made on your journey.
Yeah. Well, point blank, my mom's my hero. I love her so much. I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am today without her. Like all the sacrifices she's made for me and my brothers growing up, like she was a single mother, never had anybody help her out. My brothers and I all did all kinds of sports. We were in drama lessons, music lessons. We all played different instruments. We all played hockey and soccer and all that stuff. So every weekend, one of us was at a tournament. She was driving across the province and doing all that crazy stuff while also still being a lawyer and doing her own practice. So, yeah, I mean, I'd like to dedicate this to my mom. Like, she showed me how to be strong when it's not easy to, and she showed me how to work hard and yeah, even when things aren't going your way, you still just put your head down and work hard. And yeah, so yeah.
Is she going to be able to be? Is she able to be in Paris to watch your race, Apollo?
Yeah, I think she'll be there.
I'm sure she wouldn't want to be anywhere else. My goodness.
Yeah.
Boy, I'd love to keep on talking to you, and I hope we can continue this on in Paris. But can I ask one name? I read this word as attached to you, and I didn't know what it was. So I'm going to try to say it, and then you tell me the proper way and then what it really means. Okay, so Mutoyachki. Mutoyachki, is that close?
It's close.
Okay, so you say it properly.
So, okay, it's Mutoyachki.
Oh my goodness.
Mutoyachki. Kind of the same, but yeah, just not the ch sound, I guess. So yeah, that's my Blackfoot name, and that was given to me by my grandfather, Norbert Fox, who passed away in 2021. So I received this name in 2019, and it basically translates to ocean or ocean boy.
Ocean boy. You know, you're going to cross the ocean to follow your dream right to Paris with your mom and all those who love you and support you. I can't wait to talk to you there. Thank you, Apollo. I wanted to speak to you today because it's National Indigenous Peoples Day. It is where we're honoring the trailblazers and the firsts, and you are that so admirably. What a pleasure.
Thank you so much again for having me. It's been an honor.